Hi everyone. How you guys doing? Good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you for joining this special webinar today. Good to see you guys again. Okay, let me check how many attendees right now. Wow, we have 1,300 people. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that you joining. You take your time. I know some of you wake up very early in the morning, but yet you show up today. I appreciate that. Okay, all right. So hi Barbara. Hi Juanita. Hi, Mary. Hi, Vilma Ng. Okay, all right, nice. Okay, I think it's been a while that I haven't conducted any webinar. I think since the last 2 weeks. So I feel excited, to see you guys again here. And okay, why not we do some, let's exercise a little bit here. Of course, not physically using your body, maybe using your fingers. Yeah, type in, the country you're from, in the chat box right now, so I can get to know you better. Right. Okay. Cambodia, I see. Wow, so fast. I cannot see everything. Okay. Kuwait, Singapore, Malaysia, UK, Canada, Germany, Indonesia, Hawaii, Portugal. All right. Slovakia, Hong Kong, Philippines. Okay. Hi. Of course, I would like to try to actually greet your name, but the chat moving too fast, and you can see the countries. Yeah, but no matter what, I appreciate your time. Yeah, for today, and we're gonna spend like probably around 1 or 2 hours here. Share with you some information or knowledge about BaZi, especially for today. We're gonna talk about BaZi and how do you apply this for your earning on different aspect in your life right now. Are you guys okay with this? Yeah, we might extend this to 2 hours. I don't know yet. Probably 1 or 2 hours here. So okay, I hope you're still awake. If you're some of you here actually right now is in the midnight or early in the morning. Some of you, how many of you here are working right now? Okay, yeah. So now and you're sneaking just to watch this webinar. Wow, so many of you here. Okay, cool. All right. Some of you is the boss, right? So you're fine. Now no one going to bother you. Okay, cool. All right. So and good to know that I just saw the poll result just coming in. Yeah, because I think the team here actually asking about the which state are you in right now? What is the status? Some of you are business owner. This is be 26% of all of you here. And if you are employees, would be 43%. And then some of you work at your own business and also working at the same time. This one is 14%. And the remaining 17% is none of the above. All right. Okay, cool. So, and why I would like to actually check this result here, because today this is exactly what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how do you actually boost your career or your business using BaZi. Right? Today we are not going to talk about relationship. I know some of you, you always ask Iverson, when going to talk about relationship. Unfortunately, today is not the time. Right? Today we're going to talk about career and business. Okay, so and how many of you here are totally new? You're beginner to BaZi. Probably this is the first time you are actually joining this webinar and you don't know what's happening. Yeah, someone just asked you to join, right? And somehow you're here. You have no choice to stay with me for the next 2 hours. Type the word me right now. Okay, Leon Kai. Okay, Raymond, Karen. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, nice. So I see that this group here, there'll be a mixture. Some of you are beginner, some of you are advanced, right? So, and let me tell you, let me talk to the beginner here. So, and if you're a beginner, I'm talking to you right now. And let's not, don't feel that, you are in the disadvantaged position. Yeah, you are not. Because in learning BaZi or whatever form of Chinese metaphysics, people like to categorize, I'm a beginner or I'm an advanced, right? They like to do all this shit. And I discovered one thing. The difference between a beginner and a more advanced student or BaZi, the only difference here is the advanced student, they know more information. Okay, that's the only difference. It's nothing to do with how well you are in applying BaZi. Yeah, another way I'm trying to tell you here is some of your beginner student, they are doing better, much more better than the advanced student. Because, right, the advanced student, they know a lot, they didn't apply. They apply nothing. They keep thinking, I need to learn more, then only I start to apply. But some of the beginner, the moment they learn one thing or two, they're already applying, they already see results in their life. Okay, so this is what I noticed. I used to think that all the advanced are much more better because they know a lot. Yes, they know a lot, right? So the difference here is, yeah, application. Yeah, so therefore today we're going to talk a lot about application. Yeah, so I'm not interested in theory. If you want to learn theory, I advise all of you here can learn from the technical class, right? So we have a lot of technical class around, right? You can actually learn from there, and then that one will be actually have a lot of all this technical class. If you want to know all this, right? There's a lot. Okay, so today we're going to talk about just you see this and then you apply, you take action. Yeah, that's how your destiny being changed. So for some of you are new here, don't worry, you're in a good hand right now. So, and if this is the first time you're seeing me, let me just take a minute or two to introduce myself. My name is Iverson Lee. I'm a consultant, speaker, and instructor from Joe Yap Consulting Group. So, and normally what I do is I like to teach, right? Chinese metaphysics system, I teach a lot. Yeah, which in fact, especially during pandemic, we have a lot of online classes. So this is the opportunities for me to share more information with people around the world, just like all of you here. So I like to teach, and also another beside teaching, when I'm not teaching, I also wear a different hat as a consultant, right? So it's for someone who actually they don't have time to learn BaZi or feng shui or qigong, but yet they want to know certain advice or certain strategy to achieve certain outcome they want. So therefore, I'm also available as a consultant to guide them to get to where they want to be. All right. So basically, these are the two things that I do most of the time. If you ask me, Iverson, do you know how to sing? Do you know how to cook and everything? Those things I don't know how. Right. So basically, I'm beginner on all those things. I only eat, sleep, breathe Chinese metaphysics. Okay. So today I will say that I know that a lot of you here are, especially if you are not Chinese educated, you'll find it a bit hard to actually gather or research Chinese metaphysics resources, right? A lot of time, all these are written in Chinese, and therefore I would say that part of my I would say my hope or the thing that drives me here is to try to reach to more people around the world about Chinese metaphysics. So today's session will be one of it. Okay, so now how do you benefit from this session here today, right? So in order to benefit from this session here today, what you need to do, is you need to get your BaZi chart ready. Yeah, because today, as you know, the title is Business and Career Booster using BaZi, right? So obviously you need a BaZi chart. So have you got your BaZi chart ready? Right, so you need to put okay. So, and some of you here are new here, you need to get the chart ready, all right? So let me share with you on the screen right now. Yeah, this is the, can you see right now? Right, okay, so this is the link. You can actually click on it, and then you can actually plot your BaZi chart. It's all free, by the way, right? You can actually do this, and you can plot as many chart that you want. You can plot for your family, your friends chart, unlimited. Okay, it's free, by the way. So you need this chart for you to benefit from today workshop. Okay, all right. So are you guys okay? I think the team also actually already type in the URL to plot the chart in the chat box. Just in case you cannot able to scan the QR code, you can actually click on the link, as shown on the chat box right now. Okay, that's all you need for today. Yeah, the rest you just be relaxed, and then just listen and then sharing. And by the way, right? So if you have any questions along the way, you can type in the chat box, right? So if I actually see that your question is needed to be answered, then of course I will jump in and answer your question. All right. So just treat this session here. This is not a class, by the way. So let's be a bit relaxed, chill up a little bit, We're just going to learn something new today. All right. Okay. So now, and why we want to do this session here today? Because I discovered that we are actually moving to a new world, uncharted territory, Yeah, especially the pandemic actually speed these things up, and then now people don't know how to respond, yeah, to the new world, right? It seems like everything that used to be working in the past are no longer working for now and the future. Agree? Especially in your career, in your business, and a lot of people start to scratch their head, say, what to do. Yeah, when we're going to go back to the normal, yeah, or the old way. And let me tell you, right? There's even the pandemic is over, it's not possible to go back on the old way of doing business or your career because the shift already happening. And some of you, if you learn Chinese metaphysics, yeah, we have a so-called a cycle, yeah, that it keep moving forward. And right now we're entering to the next cycle, that what we call period 9. Right? So therefore, the strategy will be different. So today's session here, hopefully in one way or another, I can help you probably I can share some information that I think will be useful for the newer, especially from the aspect from the career and your business. Are you guys okay? Yeah, this is what we're going to talk about today. Okay. All right. Then how do we boost? Yeah. How do we actually boost this career or business? Is first of all, you need to have a business or career first, right? So if you don't have it right now, then there's nothing to boost. So if you're having a career right now, I think that there are two things. Primarily, you would like to boost your career. I think one of it would be wealth, right? Your increment. I'd rather hear one more increment, want to get paid more. Of course, everyone, right? Who doesn't, right? Or maybe some of you here, you also want a title, right? You want to get a promotion. You want to climb the corporate ladder. So these are primarily, there are two things people would like to boost whenever we're talking about career. Okay. So, and then some of you here, you're owning your own business. Then you're talking about business. It could be you want to boost your profit, right? So not just revenue, right? Revenue is subjective, right? So you want to boost your profit, and then maybe you want to boost your market share, yeah, in the market, right? So therefore, these are the things, yeah, that normally people are looking for whenever they come to get a consultation. So, and some of you here right now, you are being retrenched, and then now you don't have a job yet, or you don't know what to do. Don't worry, right? So today's session here, you're also able to benefit you in a way that you allows you to make a better decision in your career moving forward. All right, so today we're going to talk about, if I would like to actually summarize what we're going to do today. Today is we want to set a new direction, right, to help you to make a better decision, so you can set a new direction, be it to your career or your business, right? Because a lot of people always ask me, hey, Iverson, can I change my destiny overnight or not? Of course you can, right? You cannot do that. Why? Right? Because if you are struggling right now, it's impossible you suddenly become a millionaire tomorrow, right? Even though we cannot change our destiny overnight, but we can change our direction overnight, isn't it? Yeah, that is the starting point, right? Direction we can change overnight, right? Think about this, right? If you're working right now, and I challenge you right now to pick up your phone and then call your boss, and then you tell your boss, I think you're stupid and I want to resign. Your direction totally changed instantaneously, right? Your destiny might not change yet, yeah, because it takes some time, right? But your direction already changed instantaneously. So I would say this is important, because taking the first step means that you would like to take a new direction, because it might seems like the new direction maybe just make a little difference like this, but in long run, growing, right, it actually making a vast, big changes, right? That's what we are after for in astrology, right? This Chinese astrology is not magic, right? We are not selling snake oil. Like, I promise you tomorrow suddenly become millionaire. No, right? The first thing here is, do you know which direction you are going to or not? Okay. So how do we do this? Yeah, how do we do this today? I have a lot of content I would like to actually share with you. How many of you here like bonus contents? Bonus. Okay. Who doesn't? Okay, nice. So many of you here. And I might not actually give the bonus, yeah, because it depends on my mood. All right. So if I'm happy, sure, I go to share the bonus. If my mood is not so good, then maybe I decide not to. And how do you make me happy? Very simple. All you need to do just to participate in the chat box. Whenever I ask questions, just type something. Even you type rubbish is fine. As long as I see the text is moving, I feel happy. Okay, whenever I'm happy, then accidentally, I'm going to release bonus information. Okay, even you don't know what to type, just simply type something, right? As long as it's not a vulgar words, it's fine for me. Okay, all right. Okay, nice, cool. So now, and how do we do this here? Because remember just now we talked about this direction, right? So we're going to set a new direction to boost your career and your business. So why I like to do this, because as a consultant, yeah, because we can actually advise on so many aspects, right? So on throughout my career for the last 7 years as a consultant, I always focusing on the on advising business people, entrepreneur, or someone want to actually achieve success in their career. Yeah, this is what I like to do, right? So, and therefore, I like to talk about this topic, and I have a lot of information I can share with you today. So, no matter which stage you are in right now, I think all of us here want to be better, right? So, better means that we need to actually be clear first. Yeah, what we really want. Right. So let me ask you, if some of you here, you are actually working for others right now, you are a staff, you are an employee. So, and let me ask you, why you're in a career? Now, why you're in a career? A lot of people say they want to improve, they want to boost their career, right? So why? Why you're in a career in the first place? Okay, some of you say, I want to make a living, stable income. Okay, all right, nice. Bring food to the table. Okay, very good. You are very clear. Okay, you're very clear on why you want to go into the career, because most of you talking about money, right? I would say it's true. Yeah, it's not about being money minded. You think about this, right? If you, I don't care how passionate you are in your work and everything, but if you are struggling to pay your bills in the end of every month, how passionate you can be in your career. Agree? Right, the first part we would like to actually solve first is at least we actually achieve financial independence, right? So when you're able to do it, you can choose, right? What I like to do, I feel happier because I'm able to provide. There are not much stress within you, right? So this has to be clear from the start. I keep telling people, a lot of people say I want to spend time with my colleague because I like the career, my company mission. They won't put it aside first, like. Let's be practical here, right? Let's solve this main problem first, right? If you're able to solve this main problem, don't you think if you no longer work for money, you work for passion, don't you think you become, even you can become more productive compared to if you work for money, right? Because you have more energy. So therefore, this is what I'm talking about is the end of mind, right? It's the end of mind. We need to know why. Yeah, why we want to do this. So once you know this, then this is the area we would like to boost first, right? So we have to be clear, because everyone say that, I want to boost my career. Boost what? Career, there's so many things, right? So settle this part first. So this is the thing that I constantly helping people to do, because think about this, right? When you're able to achieve, I would say to a state that you are financially free, or at least you're financially independent, don't you think your life automatically will become much better? Do you agree with this? Much more better. Not only you benefit your whole family. Yeah, your children can study at whatever school they want to be to go, right? So it's always cool, right? So you have less stress. So are you guys okay whenever the first thing, if we want to boost our career, we need to look at the financial aspect first, right? So that is exactly what I'm going to talk about today. So let me share with you on the screen right now. There are three things I'm going to talk about today. So, and the first thing here is I'm going to talk about is this. Let me show you on the slide right now. Okay, do you see this? Okay, all right. So this one here is the three things I'm going to talk about. So the first one, I'm going to talk about self-made wealth. So self-made wealth, it doesn't matter whether you're working for others or you are running your own business, right? So it's self-made wealth means that is your ability to create wealth. Right? So if you are born rich, today workshop is not for you. Okay, all right, you can listen for fun. I think it's not much relevant to you. Okay, so today is about someone to have the intention to actually create more wealth, right? They're self-made. How many of you here interested to become a self-made millionaire? Okay, so which means you are using your ability. Yeah, so this is the one I'm going to talk about. So let me explain first, right? So this concept here, because this concept here is a bit, we need to relate back this to BaZi. So let me just share with you, this part here. So all of you here, please take your BaZi chart. I'm going to explain to you a little bit on the technical side first. Are you guys okay? Right, so you, at least you know how to read which aspect from your BaZi chart that talking about self-made millionaire. Okay, let me share a dashboard here. Okay, I want to write something here. Okay, in BaZi, I think some of you are new. It's fine. You just continue. Just listen first. So in BaZi chart, let me just draw a box here. In a BaZi chart, there will be this one will be represent you, right? This one is under the day. This one is your day master. This represent you. Okay, and then you, this person represent you. So there are 5 interaction. Yeah, this with the rest of the box. Yeah, there are 5 different type of interaction. So let's say what kind of interaction it is. Let's say this is you. Okay, let's say this is you. There are 2 elements that is giving out. So one is produce out. One is counter out. So you give out something, right? So, and then there are 2 elements that comes to you. One is produce in, and one is counter in. And then another one is same element. Okay, so there are total of 5 relationship. So let me ask you, if you are talking about self-made wealth, tell me, which one of these let's say this is A, B, C, D. Which one likely is self-made? A, B, C, or D? Okay, I saw Joanne answered it correctly. Yes, C and D. All right. Yeah, why? Because C and D, you need effort. Yeah, every time you produce out something, you're using your energy. Agree? Right? And when you counter out, you're also using energy. How about A and B? A and B, nothing. Yeah, you do nothing, right? Because it comes to you. It produce in or is counter in, right? It comes to you. So therefore, whenever we're talking about self-made wealth, so which means indirectly we are implying that we need to use energy to get it, right? Because it's self-made. So therefore, D and C is our focal point. Make sense? Guys, are you guys okay? Is it too technical for you? Yeah, this one is for to explain to the technical person. If even you don't know what I'm talking about, it's fine. It wouldn't stop you from applying this. Okay, so it's C and D, right? So why you want to know this? Because if someone asks you, right, how do I actually look, which element I look in the chart that related to self-made wealth is got to do with produce out and counter out. So in BaZi, produce out, there's a name to it. It's called output. Yeah, produce out. Produce out is a technical name, right? But when we learn BaZi, this is regarded as output element, and counter out, the element here is wealth. Okay, so in summary, if you want to, you're talking about self-made wealth, is need to look at wealth and output element. Yeah, these are the 2 things that we are focusing on. Everyone clear? Okay, nice. Okay, once Wow, you guys so intelligent. Okay, by the way, do you like this technical explanation or not? Yeah, I'm not sure whether some of you like this. If you like it, you type the word yes. So sometime I might kicks in. I want to actually add in something technical, but hopefully not too much. Okay, nice. You see yeses, right? Okay, cool. So now once we know this is the thing already, so we can actually look into this part. Yeah, let me show you the output and wealth, right? So when we look at barter chart, these are the two elements we're looking at. Yeah, wealth and the output. Yeah, because this is the focal point. Yeah, wealth and output. So where do we look for these two elements? So what you need to do here is you take your barter chart right now, take it out right now, your barter chart. So let me show you a sample of barter chart on screen. Okay, all right, nice. So do you see this barter chart? This is a sample. By the way, this is not your barter chart, okay? All right, so this is a sample barter chart. So what I'm going to show you here is, remember just now the diagram I'm showing you? So basically, I want you to look at this part. Okay, tell me what you learned so far. Whenever we're talking about self-made wealth or self-made millionaire, which are the two elements again? Okay, wealth and output. Okay, Lillian say wealth and output. Nice, you're right. Okay, so is wealth and output. Do you see this similar thing, right? Happen here. So do you need to look at the rest or not? No need. The rest you need to look at. Only look at the wealth and output element. Okay, so now I want you to check, since these two element is potentially or the element that governs self-made wealth. So what is the value you have for wealth and also the output element? Okay, so now of course there are two diagrams here. One is the purple color and one is the beige color. I want you to look at the beige color first, because the beige color is what given to you from the start. Okay, let's say for this case here, this guy on the wealth, he scored like a 40. And then for the output, he scored like 30, right? You see 30 here, right? So this is 30%. Then this is 40%. So apparently, obviously, this guy, the wealth element is stronger. Okay, some of you, maybe it's the same, it's fine. So now your exercise right now is, I want you to check your chart right now. Which one is the highest? Which one is the most dominant? Okay, some of you is the same. Some of you is wealth. Some of you is output. Yeah, this information is very important. You know why? Yeah, because it's something got to do with your wealth creation, right? So, and you need to do this. Okay, all right, nice. A lot of you here, output, wealth. Okay, you know how to do this, right? Okay, now you already identified there are only 4 possibilities. The first one here is your wealth is the highest. The second possibility is your output is the highest. And then the third possibility is both is the same. And then the fourth possibility is both also 0. How many of you here, not only your wealth is 0, but your output also 0? Type the word me. Okay, very limited numbers. Okay, these are the casualties. Just joking. Okay, so if both also 0, this is special case. This one requires special treatment, which I shall talk on some other time. Okay, all right. So let's focus on what we have first, right? So and either is wealth or output first. Okay, now let's address those person that is the wealth element is the highest. So type the word me if your wealth element is the highest among the two, both output or wealth. Okay, I see a lot of you here. If your wealth is the highest, which means that the way you actually make money is through ownership. All right, the keyword here is ownership. So you buy stuff, right? So for example, like you invest in property. Are you owning something? Yes. Or maybe later on you invest in a business, you're owning something, right? So that is the wealth. Yeah, now I'm telling you the direction. Remember, we need to set the direction first. And again, this one, regardless whether you're running your own business or you are working for others, right? You still need to do this, right? Remember, we want to reach to a point where we no longer work for money. We work for passion, right? So therefore, Yen Chan say owning stock, yes. Anything you own, like how about you own a franchise system? Also owning, right? Yeah. So or you discover that this company, yeah, is cheap right now. You buy, you also owning, or you own a land, right? You accumulate stuff, right? So this is all about owning something, or you owning a system. Like Raymond Tan say, owning an online marketing business, right? Is a system also consider, or own a. Okay, so therefore, yeah, this is something about the keyword here is ownership. That is the direction you gain the most wealth. Okay, yeah, this is the wealth for you. All right, okay, cool. So now let's talk about the other part. The other equation here is output. How many of you here your output is the highest? Okay, so if your output is the highest, yeah, your wealth actually comes through innovation. It's come out from your own product, your own services, right? So if you are a consultant, how many of you here plan to be a BaZi consultant or achievement consultant, right? So yes, this one is output, right? So which means that you are the product, you create something new, right? So like Apple, right? Apple is yes, it's a company, right? But you think about how Apple make money. It's not through just Apple is not just buying other companies. They keep creating their own product, their own ecosystem, their own brand, right? So that one is a bigger scale, right? So, but in a smaller scale, is it possible like you do something like OEM products? Let's say you are selling baby toys, right? Or educational tools for babies. So you actually give a factory to produce it, and then you slap your own brand to it. Is it considered your own product? Yes. Right? I discovered that a lot of people doing this right now, right? They want to own something, but they cannot produce it at their own capacity. So they outsource to a factory, or manufacturing plant, so they can actually come these things. So they create their own stuff. How about KOL, key opinion leader, social influencer? Are they their own brand? Yes, it is, right? So therefore, you should focus on that part. How about you creating your own system? Like some of you just now say that you want to be a BaZi consultant, right? So right now you create your own system, like called 3-step, or to actually create, I would say, extraordinary wealth, and you brand this 3-step into your own name. That one is output. Okay, so now you can get to choose, right? Which one are more highest? That's where you can actually is the maximum opportunities that are available to you. Okay, do you find this piece of information useful for you? Yeah, so this one, the first step here is about tweaking the direction first, right? You need to know the direction. If you're in the wrong direction, I don't care how confident you are, how committed you are, how brilliant you are, you only lead you to the wrong direction faster. Yeah, it's just like you're running to the east looking for a sunset, right? It won't happen, right? So therefore, now you are clear. That's the reason you're here today, right? You want to make based on information and make a decision. And let me ask you, let's think about Steve Jobs. Do you think his highest element is wealth or output? Yeah, this is the exercise for you. Okay. Wow, today all of you here so responsive. I like that. Now I'm happier now. Output. Yes, you're right. Right. After today's session here, if you have time, then you can actually look for you can print Steve Jobs' BaZi chart, and then you go back to the 5 structure just now, and then you check. which is his dominant element? Yeah, let me tell you now, is output. Is very dominant. Do you see the pattern here? Right. So BaZi is about recognizing pattern. Right. So if you know this, now you know an idea, start to do it. Yeah, this is a first step of boosting your wealth opportunities. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. So you have any questions so far? Yeah, you can type it in. Okay, someone say if it's a low output, still can. All right, I would say it'd be harder if you compare to the wealth. If your output is lower, you still can do it, right? But that one is not your best option right now. Okay, all right. So do you want something? Do you want something more? A little bit detailed. Are you okay? Can you handle one more piece of information on this? Okay, all right. So let me show you back the chart just now because someone asked about, because someone just now say, hey, how come my output so low? Can I do this or not? So if you really want to do this, okay, let's look at this, right? Okay, let me clear everything first. So based on this person, the wealth will be more dominant, right? So this one will be the path here. But if you can actually do something like this. So let's say you still want to do the output, you want to create your own brand. So you look at the annual energy. Yeah, 2021, right? So we look at the purple color. So do you see the purple color from the output compared to the nadir? Don't you think it's increased? Is it increasing? Guys, is it increasing? Right? So let's say this person, he say, okay, my output is so low, but are there certain years that can activate the output element? Yes. So therefore, you can tell this person in 2021, right, your output, this is where you create your own products. Yeah, so do you like it, right? Because if you compare, right, the wealth actually declining in this year, right? So you say, hey, although by nature, right, so our wealth is more dominant, but this year my output element is strong. So I must do something. And when you do something, you already trigger the energy, and then this energy will increase. Okay, how many of you here, your output element increased in 2021? Nice. Okay. All right. So this is a great year to create something, your own brand, your own system, your own know-how, your insider trade or secret formulas. Okay. Happy now? Yeah. So that's that. Therefore, this parts, there are so many ways you can look in the chart. There's so many possibilities you can make money. Right. The thing here is, do you know where to look for information or not? Okay. All right. So if it's not increasing, then never mind, right? Wait for next year, or maybe you can just follow the natal, right? The natal is long term is good. Okay. All right. Cool. So now, this is the first piece of information about what? About self-made millionaire, right? You need to actually go, and then this one, of course, you will not become millionaire overnight, right? If you haven't, right? So now you know this, you plan for it with the right action, with the right timing, you could be able to get that. So therefore, yeah, the next thing I would like to actually share with you here is about now you have the strategy, right? I think one thing is also very important is also the timing, right? The timing also, I would say that, let me just share with you the screen again. This brings us to the next one, right? The power of timing. So if your timing is wrong, which means that you cannot see those opportunities, right? Do you believe in timing or not? Are you guys? Do you believe in if you do something in the right timing, you get better results, right? Even you do the right thing in the wrong timing, you get nothing. All right, so therefore, I would say that in the BaZi chart, besides showing you the direction just now, is also, do you would like to learn how to actually gauge for the timing as well? Okay, all right, so cool. So let me show you how to do the second part here. So whenever people ask about timing, yeah, the most common question people will ask is this. How many of you here asked this question before, as shown on the screen right now? I think everyone, right? Yeah. So yeah, unless you're already born rich, yeah, that is different. right? So if you're not, then probably, so you might actually ask this question before. Okay, when will I be rich? Okay, so and of course there are no right or wrong question, because this is a very, I would say, a very simple question, right, that people just ask. And in order to do that, right, so that is certain thing, there's certain assumption when you ask this question, because you ask when, right, you already assume that you'll be rich. The question here is only when, right? Don't you think so? This question is a loaded question. You already assume that you're going to be rich someday. You just don't know when. Okay, cool. What if the answer is you never be rich? Then how? And then you become sad again, right? You become depressed again. Okay, so therefore, instead of asking this question, okay, Gerald say pokai. Okay, yeah, really pokai, right? If you don't have this, so if then, why not we better check the chart first, right, to see whether we can actually gauge or see these wealth opportunities or not. So let me show you. So all of you here, please take out your barter chart again. Yeah, your barter chart. So let me show you the barter chart again. All right, okay. So whenever we're talking about, let me write something here. Whenever we're talking about when, a question about when or the timing, we don't look at this part. Yeah, because this part doesn't talk about timing. So the part that talk about the timing is here, the luck pillar. Okay, all right. So, and then each block governs 10 years. So in this case here, this person is in this current block or current phase of his life. So how do you know until when it will change again? This one is stated here is 32 years old. This person will going through these phases of life, and until he reach 42 years old, then we refer to here. All right, so it shifts every 10 years. So traditionally, whenever you want to check when you become rich, the standard way is they look at two elements: direct wealth, DW, or indirect wealth. Okay, only two elements. So how do they check? They check at the chart right now, this one. Do you see any DW or IW or not? Direct wealth or indirect wealth? No, don't have. Then they'll tell you, not in, you don't have the luck right now. Then they say, never mind, right? So maybe the next luck pillar you have. Then look at the age. By the age you reach 42, then check again. Okay, all right. DR, no. RWHODR also don't have. So remember what we're looking for? We're only looking for DW or IW, right? So you now we're going to tell back this person again, hey, about another 10 years also don't have. All right. So now let's look at here. Wait for another 10. So which means 20 years. Okay. So now, is this luck pillar got IW or DW? Come on. Yes, right? Okay, all right, cool. So therefore, there's one here. So you're going to tell this person, now this person only during his early 30s, you're going to tell this person, hey, yeah, let's wait until 52 years old when you become grandfather. If you're still alive, maybe you can become rich. Is it a very depressive information? What if, right? I want to imagine, what if this guy, IW is not here, there are no wealth element until only like 82 years old, only you see a DW. Let's say the rest don't have. What will you tell this person? Yeah, you wait until 82 years old. So if you give such advice to others, probably this is the last time you're going to see them. They won't come back to you, right? Because this is a very poor advice. Agree? Right? So therefore, what if I can show you a way that you can, instead of actually depend on your luck pillar, right? You can actually, you don't need to wait your luck pillar, you still can command the wealth without waiting another 10 years. Would you like to learn this kind of techniques? Okay, cool. All right. So in order to do this, this is what I'm going to share with you. I prepared this for all of you here today. All right. So let me see whether it's here or not. Give me a sec here. So hopefully it's here. Okay, I think it's here. Okay, I prepared this for you. How about we activate this year wealth instead of waiting for a luck pillar? So how about we talking about the wealth opportunities, for the second half of the year, right? Let's worry about the luck pillar later, right? That one is too long. It's a long game. We don't care. We need to survive first, right? So what if you can know this? Okay, you're in the right workshop today because I prepared this special bonus, to all of you here. Okay, so how do we do this? So what I prepared for you is this. Okay, can you see on the screen or not? Cannot? Oh, it's blurry. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, it's a bit blurry, is it? Okay, how do I actually, hold on. Okay, how about this? How about I let you to download this? Do you want to download this? Okay, all right. So this is the link. You can go to download this right now. Yeah, this is a Telegram channel. You just go there. If you already subscribed to it, you just go there and download this. I want to teach you how to do this. Yeah, so this is the, okay, on the chat box right now, I'm going to actually, do you receive it right now? So I actually, okay, hold on. Pay attention to the chat box right now. Okay, all right. Okay, so the team here actually send you the link in the chat box. Pay attention to the chat box. Yeah, I'm going to teach you how to use this, right? Don't worry first. First of all, you need to get this ready first. Yeah, because I haven't teach you how to do this. Okay, all right, cool. So take your time. This is a Telegram channel, right? So you can to actually download this. All you need to do just to subscribe to this. Yeah, just subscribe to a Telegram channel because not only these are the information. Yeah, in the near future and moving forward, and also in the past, I actually upload a lot of useful information there. So right, so can you guys just subscribe to it right now so you can actually get more information in the near future? All right, cool, nice. This is something that okay, all right, cool. Okay, now I teach you how to do this, right? Now you already downloaded this. I teach you how to do this. Okay, all right. So now I just show you okay, this is the one that you are getting just now. Okay, all right. So the PDF you can download later, yeah, if you want, right? So and it's in the Telegram, right? You can actually download later if you cannot do it right now because not all of you here got you have a Telegram so-called channel here, so you can download later on. It's in your computer or in the app. Okay, now I will teach you how to do this first. All right. So now here, listen carefully. And by the way, just in case you missed this on the Telegram, I also recorded an audio. You can listen it back after the session, but not now, all right? Now pay attention to the webinar first. Are you guys okay? All right, so, and now, this one is for you to tap into the wealth opportunities for the second half of 2021. All right, for second half of 2021. So, and how do we do this is like this. First of all, the first step here, do you see that we just see this as 3 columns of information? All right, 3 columns. The left column, the center column, and then the right column. Okay, so now, how do you use this piece of information? It's very simple. First of all, look at your parter chart. Okay, let's say this is your parter chart. Let's say this example here. So I want you to pay attention to your month pillar. because month pillar represent career, business, and your wealth. So in your month pillar, look at the month stamp. So for this person, what is this person month stamp? Yang Earth, right? Wu Earth, right? You see a Yang Earth here? Okay, all right. So it's a Yang Earth. Then you look back to the PDF file I shared with you just now. Where is the Yang Earth? Here, right? You see a Yang Earth is here? Okay, cool. So if it's a Yang Earth is here, so which means that the wealth month for this person is August and November 2021. Okay, so these are the time you do most of your wealth activities, or you launch your campaign, you start your side gigs, or you ask for business, or you learn about investment. This piece of information, actually, if I could easily charge this for $200, right? So, but yet you get this for free. Do you think this is worth more than $200 now? I think it does if you use it correctly, right? Yeah, but now you get it for free. Yeah, there's a benefit. Yeah, being a Telegram subscriber. Sometimes I see this is useful because now we are in a pandemic, right? People want to create more wealth, more opportunities. Now you know how to do this. Okay, all right. So let's do another example here. All right, so let's use another one. Okay, how about this? Again, look at the month pillar. The month pillar here. Hold on. I cannot. Okay. Month pillar. So look at the month stamp. So this is a Yang wood, right? It's a Yang wood. So now look back at the, let me scroll down to the chart again. So where is Yang wood? Do you see a Yang wood here? Yang wood is here, right? So which month is this? August and October. Okay. All right. So it's here, but the thing here is, I noticed some of you asking why there's a star here. So if your month stamp is Yang wood, which means that among October and August, October is the wealth energy is 10x. The wealth energy is amplified. Of course, it's not fair, right? Some of the stamp don't have the stars, right? So if you look at the whole chart here, I would say only the Yang wood and also a yin metal have the stars. So you better prepare everything for this. Okay. All right. So do you like this? Yeah, and can you use this for consultation as well? Yes, right. Some of you are Parter coach or achievement coach, right? So therefore, you can use this. It's not hard. But you must follow the rules. This is not your day master. This is your month stamp. All right. Yeah, don't mix it wrongly. Otherwise, you give a wrong advice to other people. All right. So therefore, these are the things here. Now, let's move on to the third row. How do you use this fire? Let's say your month stamp is Yang Earth. Let's say, right? Let's say your month stamp is Yang Earth, and then there's a fire here. What does it mean? This third row here, the third row here represent helpful people or opportunities. So which means that the people that likely will be helpful for you in the process of accumulating wealth is something got to do with fire. Either that person, their day master is fire, or their whole chart got a lot of fire element. Are you guys clear? This one only for Wu Earth, all right? So I'm talking about the helpful people. Are you guys clear or not? Okay, so fire means what? Maybe that person, the day master is fire, or the whole chart of the Parter chart, the fire is very strong. Okay. All right. So, and if you learn Parter more, let me ask you, fire element related to what? Tech, IT industry, beauty, right? Don't you think those are the area where those opportunities coming from? So this page here actually have a lot of usage. Yeah, if you have more, then you know how to do this. All right, cool. Yes, earth are related to properties. So let's do another one here. Okay, let's use, how many of you here, your month stamp is yin metal? Type the word me right now. Okay, type the word me. All right, okay. So of course, for you only got 1 month. It's fine sometime. Yeah, sometimes is the life is not fair, right? Maybe next year you get a better one. Yeah, but this time for the second half of 2021, you got one. But don't cry. Why? Because you got this star here. All right. So don't you think July is the best month for wealth for you? 10x some more? Cool. All right. So now let's look at the helpful people or opportunities. Metal. Okay. So who is the helpful people? Maybe this person, day master, is a yang metal or yin metal. Is it possible? Or maybe this person, the whole parter chart is a lot of metal element. Okay. So, and also, right, metal also talking about what? Yeah, metal industry is what? It could be pharmaceuticals, it could be finance, it could be, finance. And also, metal element also represents speaking, right? Right. So, don't you think, right, during this time, if you want to actually become a coach, be it a parter coach or achievement coach, you want to be a speaker, a teacher, these are the great time for you to actually engage into one. All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So these are the thing about this, and metal also represent pharmaceutical appliance. Yeah, those are the area you can look into. Okay. So I leave the rest for you. Yeah, because later on, you can figure out more and more information come out of this. Okay. Someone say tell about water. Okay, water. Let's use one more, right? So because I saw some of you actually asking, let's do this together here. All right. So now, this is water. Let's say, how many of you here, your month stamp is water? Okay, so, okay, yang water, right? Okay, so if it's a yang water, obviously you know that your wealth opportunities comes in the month of August this year. All right, next year will be different. Yeah, only this year is August. And then the helpful people will be water. How about you meet someone that day master is yang water or yin water? Is it fit to the bill? Yes, it is. Right? How about the whole, even though this person is not, their day master is not water, but the whole chart is a lot of water. Water is very strong. Also consider. Okay. So now, what kind of industry you think water is? Water got to do with what? Logistic business, entertainment, FMCG. All right. And how about e-commerce? Also water. All right. So therefore, this is something you can actually look into this. Okay. All right. Cool. And creativity, right? If you want to start a digital media agency, that one is water element. Okay. All right. So do you like this piece of information, guys? Yeah, I prepared this specifically for all of you, you know. Right. Okay. So I hope that the only one thing I ask from all of you here. So all you need to do is help others, right? Because this one is not hard to read the chart, right? You just based on their parter chart and based on this table, and then just tell them, right? Then you can actually, I hope that, you know, through my sharing here, you can actually reach out to more people, and then you can actually benefit. Hopefully my work can actually affect more people. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for sharing this. Okay, now this is about the timing. Yeah, this is very important. Do you realize how useful parter is? And we're only touching the tip of an iceberg of parter. Okay, yeah, this is what I call practical parter. Yeah, how you do this? Okay, all right, cool. Are you guys still got energy or not? So still got energy, yeah. All right. So can I share with you the third thing? The third one, because just now we spoke about the self-made wealth. And also we talk about the power of timing, right? Okay, cool. So let me show you the third thing I'm going to talk about today. Is the thriving in the new world. Yeah, we know that the world doesn't actually is no longer the same. Yeah, the way we run business, everything will be different. So and therefore we look at this. The third part here, I'm going to share with you a little bit about this thriving in the new world. And you also actually realize that because I actually spoke with a lot of my clients, some of them from the corporate world, and I looking at a lot of big companies right now. They are actually looking into a hybrid working environment even after the pandemic is over. How many of you here are aware of this? Right. So even after the pandemic is over, they might not need to go to office for 5 days, maybe 3 days in the office and then 2 days at home. So they can actually plan their own things. They become more productive like this because they did a study. Yeah, they also save the footprint, the office footprint, also expenses. And whenever they need to go to office, those time will be spent on collaboration or with others. So anything that is administrative or work or doing paperwork, everything, they're going to ask them to go back home and do it. So they're going to actually reserve those office time for meeting, for to connecting with each other, for brainstorming. So this one will happen. This is a big thing, right? So if you're running your own business, you try to think what are this group of people needs if they actually work in a hybrid environment. Yeah, I want you to think. Right now, you're looking in the future, right? So you see the trend already starting is real. I see a lot of HR department, they already sit down and then they will lay out the SOP. Of course, this one will be more start in the state first, and then they are slowly deploy in Asia as well. Especially they have a presence in Asia market. Then therefore you see more of these are introduced. So therefore, this is not the only thing change, yeah, in our working environment. So and in metaphysics, we call these phases of change here is something got to do with this. Have you heard about this period 9? Okay, all right. So period 9 actually is starting. So the whole thing already changing. And last time always, how many of you attended my period 9 program before? Type the word me. Wow, so many of you. Okay, I think I teach this last year, right? Yeah, okay. I share with you a lot of things about period 9. Okay, some of you haven't. Yeah, so probably I'm going to do another one. So now this period 9 here is like this. If you attended, I share a lot of information about business, but I also share something very trivial one. One of it is very funny. I always tell people the new beauty standard in period 9 is chubby. Right? So do you still remember this? So if you're skinny right now, in period 9, you are not considered beauty. That is not the beauty standard. It's not a gold standard anymore, right? It's chubby, it's the new black. It's the new beauty. And do you realize that a lot of model or advertisement that they are showing the models right now, don't you think they are more going into the chubby direction? I want all of you here to aware of the market. Yeah, even the blogger, even the KOL, do you see this happening? Right? No, seeing the trend is one thing, right? Do you know how to capitalize on it is another thing, right? So now it's already happened, right? Yeah, I actually talked about this 2 years ago. I still remember my first class talking about this is period 9 is 2000, I think 19, right? So now you already see this happening. It's become bigger and bigger. So if you are chubby right now, don't change anything. Okay. All right. So if you're chubby right now, remain where you are. Yeah, because in period 9, you're super beauty. How many of you here, you chant internally in your heart right now? Yes, yes. Because let me share with you, before pandemic, I teach this class in a live class. When I share this information, I notice some of the students, right? The moment they hear this information, then they do like this. Yes. So funny, right? So it's cool, right? So finally, it's their time. So now, no need to diet anything anymore, right? So okay, yeah. This, what is keto right now, right? So not important anymore. Chubby is a new black. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. Wow, so many of you, how many of you happy once you hear this information? You're so psyched right now. How many of you here are very happy right now? Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, nice, right? Okay, so that one is a trivial information. Of course, there are much more important information here. I got a little bit sidetracked. I supposed to talk about career and business, right? Suddenly I talk about chubby. Okay. So I need to bring back to the original topic of discussion here. And again, like, okay, before I finish about the chubbiness, I want all of you here to clearly actually know how to differentiate chubby and fat. Okay, these are two different things, All right. So though if some people they mistaken themselves as chubby, but actually they are fat. Okay, this is so I want all of you to have this awareness. All right. Okay, chubby in Cantonese just say yao yok. Okay, 唔係肥啊. Okay, so back in English, chubby. All right, so it's not fat. All right, clear? Okay, that part, what is considered chubby, what is considered fat, I would say depends on you, right? You make the call, right? Who am I to say that, right? So I just to tell you, this is a beauty standard. And what if you are running fashion business right now? Some of you are running a fashion business. Do you see opportunities here? Right? Right? Yeah, so this is a new need. So if you're able to get into the market faster, yeah, you are the pioneer in the field, you get more profit. Yeah, you establish your stand in the market. And I talked about this 2 years ago. Imagine 2 years ago, you already do this. Yeah, right now, you already built a strong foundation. Okay. Okay, cool. Now, okay, Chang Kinja say lingerie. Yeah, yes, right. If you look at all this advertisement right now, they all champion all the chubby or meaty people right now. Okay, cool. So now put that aside. Yeah, let's put this chubbiness topic into one box first, right? So let's talk about back our career and business related topic. So, and there are one thing, right? How does it affect our career? Or maybe you're still student right now. Let me share with you how this will affect the newer in from this period 9 cycle. So academic credentials, right? Academic credentials will be no longer that important. Okay, so I want, right, 50 years ago, right, if you got a degree, you get a master, it seems like that one is the ticket to your job stability, right? Like it's a ticket to your career success, but this no longer working anymore, right? Do you realize this? Right, and even Google right now, yeah, whenever they hire people, they hire based on experience, not about credentials, because they found that a lot of people with very colorful credentials, but they cannot do the job. They have a poor attitude, some of them, right? So therefore, this is no longer a demarcation, yeah, or success in period 9. So, and in BaZi, yeah, in BaZi, academic credentials got to do with direct resource. Okay, DR. Yeah, so in the old days, when you study BaZi, a lot of emphasis on the direct resource because they consider this one is a great start because this is an academic stars. Right? In the old days, they need this star to become the officer. In the old days in China, yeah, they need to actually go through the imperial exam, right, to become the officer, right? Once you become an officer, means that you become wealthy. So in the old days, when they read the BaZi chart, direct resource is one of the holy grail in BaZi, one of the most sought after element in BaZi. But in period 9, no more. Okay, all right. So and in a BaZi, there are 10 gods, right? So one of it is direct resource. So therefore, from the business point of view or the career point of view, this one is no longer that important. Okay, cool. So now it's more about experience. So now the next one, yeah. Let me show you the next one here is about a. The next one here is about this one, job security. So if you are still harbor on the thoughts about job security, this also no more. That's why I put a red downward arrow here. All right. So and if you look in the new world here, So the thing changing so fast, like Wednesday is a freelance economy, right? So therefore, if your goal is thinking I study hard, then I got a stable job, this no longer exists in period 9. Period 9 is a Li Gua, right? Li Gua is fire, is fickle, right? Things can change very fast. So if you try to cling to job security, you might find disappointment, yeah, on that thing here. So whenever we're talking about job security, right? So people talk about what? They pick a job, study hard, and then they draw a higher salary and then learn more skill. And then finally they can retire, right? And then if they're lucky, then they got a pension plan. Don't you think this is what we're being educated when you're in the school last time, or maybe our parents told us this? It's not their fault because that's how they're being educated last time. That's true during their time. Yeah, but the period 9 already changed the whole equation here. And the thing here is, if you follow this path, it will lead to one thing: financial suicide. Yeah, you need to know this, So knowing and doing is two different things. I think a lot of you here know this, right? But yet, a lot of people still continue to do. They say, as long as I work hard, I got a job stability, it won't happen. Okay, and the COVID actually speed this process up even faster. Okay, so in BaZi, right? In BaZi, job security is got to do with direct officer and direct wealth. Okay, all right. So these are the, if you are in the old days, people like these two star. Direct wealth is about a stable job. Direct officer is about the title, like CEO, yeah, CFO. And now in the period 9, yeah, people don't actually after all this anymore, right? So therefore, DO and DW also lost its potency in period 9. Do you find this information interesting? Right. So yeah, you learn something new, right? Yeah, there's much more to explore inside. Now I'm telling you the concept so you can do something about it. Okay. So now, since DO and DW no longer the treasure in period 9, yeah, then what would be? So let me show you the 4 titans of period 9. Right? These are the 4 titans of, you're talking about business and career. So these are the one here. So let me just share with you a little bit on what does it mean. So rock wealth is RW is stand for rock wealth. So IW is indirect wealth. HO is hurting officer, and then 7K is 7 killings. All of this star here is an aggressive star. Volatility is totally opposite from DO and direct wealth, which is stability. Since we don't have job security anymore, the thing that usher the wealth opportunities to us got to do with these 4 elements. Let me just explain a little bit here. If you're talking about rock wealth is a start about the ability to influence others, right? And then hurting officer is a start to perform, right? A lot of social media influencer right now, right? So they're actually able to command attention. So do you agree when I say that the new currency in period 9 is attention? So if you can get the most eyeballs, right, you make all the money, right? Yeah, do you realize this? Right? Just think about this, right? Like the recent, how many of you here bought the BTS meal? Okay, you rush for it. I think in the Indonesia, even the McDonald's several outlets need to close down, right? So yeah, so there's a lot of hype into this BTS meal, right? You think about this, right? This BTS meal is not a newly manufactured meal. It's exactly the same thing, right? And then the reason they call BTS meal because the BTS team member, this is the menu they order in South Korea whenever they frequent McDonald's. That's it, right? The McDonald's no need even to create something new, but it just leverage on the attention, the currency. This one is rock wealth and hurting officer. Do you see this here? Someone say the source is different, right? Yes, it's new in Malaysia. It's not different. It's new in Malaysia, but in South Korea, it's already there. And do you really think people actually buy this for the sauce itself? No, people like the purple packaging, right? the paper bag, and some people actually hang it or sell it on the online, right? So yeah, so I would say this is a very brilliant marketing power. Do you see this happening? This is rock wealth. Yeah, rock wealth to the highest level is like this. And the recent one, Cristiano, is it Ronaldo, right? So this is one of the arguably the best, one of the best soccer player. Okay, and then he just moved the two Coke bottles, right, to the left, and then a lot of people talk about it. Some people say it affect the Coca-Cola stock, but that one I don't know whether it's true or not. Yeah, maybe it's just a coincidence. Yeah, but the thing, people say 4 billion is lost, right? So, but that one is still subjected to interpretation, right? Because actually the stock, according to some sources, the stock already dipped before that event happened. All right, but regardlessly, do you realize that this is a thing people talk about last week, as if like Euro 2020 doesn't exist? They only focus on the Coke bottle that Ronaldo moved. Yeah, that is rock wealth element. And you know that Ronaldo is the most followed Instagram user, right, in the whole world. Yeah, just like this. And then there are much more, like Elon Musk, right? He just tweets something, and then the crypto, yeah, actually move up and down, fluctuates. So do you want to use this style or not? Rock wealth, hurting officer, yeah, indirect wealth, and 7 killing. Right. So, but if we want to use this style, you need to be okay with instability, right? Because remember, just like I told you, the DW and DO is no longer the boss. Are you okay with risk or not? Are you willing to take the next step forward? If internally you are someone don't like to take risks, it's a bit hard for you to actually thrive in period 9, because period 9 are reserved for risk taker. So if you haven't, right, you can train yourself, to do this by having more information. So the first step of capitalizing on this, because now we're talking about there are no more stability here. So I would say let me show you the 4 titans first, right? This is the 4 titans I shared with you just now. So in order to take the first step, this is what I can suggest you to do. A must-have in period 9. Multiple source of income. Yeah, this is the one that all of you, this no longer a luxury. It's not a choice. This is non-negotiable, right? If you don't do this, right, then you're losing out, you're missing out, yeah, in period 9. Okay, so let me ask you, all of you here, do you have multiple source of income or not right now? Do you have your side gigs, or you intend to actually create a side gigs? So even later on, maybe you got retrenched, or your company or the company you're working for got issues, right? You still have something to force upon to, right? So this is something to prepare right now, right? When you're doing this, you are taking risk. Yes, it's a risk, but this is a worthwhile taking, right? So this is, if you ask me for advice, this is the one I can share with you. So now, in order to actually then now know, okay, according to my parter, right, what kind of side gigs I can do, how can I actually maximize my entrepreneur energy inside my chart? There are so many things, right? So all this information you're asking is actually resides in your parter chart. Yeah, so it depends on how you're able to use it, right? So now let me give you some option here. The first option here is option A, right? You can engage us as a business and wealth coach. We can guide you on this. Option A. And then this is the price I'm usually charged is USD 2,000. Okay. Yeah, this is what I actually doing with some of my clients. Okay. And then I discovered that a lot of people say, hey, Iverson, right? Is there, this price here is a bit steep for me. Is there any other way I can actually learn this? How many of you here want to learn this? Right? In using rock wealth, 7 killing, hurting officer, and indirect wealth, right? So is there option B? Yes, that would be. So what is option B? Option B, instead I becoming a coach, how about I teaching you how to do this? I teach you how to learn and how do you apply this? Don't you think it will be good? So in that way, I can actually able to make difference to more people, because when I do a coach is one-to-one, right? So I use 1 hour only, I can share with one person. If I'm able to teach this as a class, I can affect more people, right? So if you are, these are the option for you, right? So I decided to teach this program here. It's called Awaken Your Entrepreneur Destiny. And wow, so many of you already signing up. Thank you for that. So, and then this one will be live stream, and this will be on 24th and 25th of July 2021. Wow, so many of you already signing up. I see from the chat box. Nice, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. Right, I'm sure you're gonna like this. So there'll be live stream. If you interested, yeah, this would be the program we are going to talk about this. So let me share with you what I'm going to share on this one here. So first of all, we're going to talk about your hidden entrepreneur profile within you that you might not know you have, right? So we're going to check, what is your hidden entrepreneur profile? And also, we also want to learn how do we actually create this ultimate wealth machine secrets. Do you want to learn this? Okay, from your partner. And how about recession-proof business model? How about you create a business model while you're still working? Right? I think the best time to start a business is when you are still working. Agree? Right? So therefore, you want to know, right, how you can plan on this. And the fourth thing here is, how do you set up a feng shui that support your entrepreneur journey? Don't you think this is important? We need support. We need help, right? So therefore, how about learning this entrepreneur feng shui setup? And how about you want to know also period 9 compliant businesses, right? So when you imagine, when you have all this information, right, don't you think it will improve your success rate to achieve something you want from financial point of view, right? So this is something that I cannot wait to share with all of you here. Okay, so and then the system I'm going to use here, these are primarily 3 systems I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Bazi, and then Feng Shui and Qigong, and then to lead to a path of financial freedom. Yeah, I'm going to use these 3 systems and combining this to give you a holistic way, yeah, to start. Okay, all right. So now, and some Chang Kin Chia say registration is closed. Yeah, yes, we closed a week, I think 2 weeks ago, but now we want to open again because a lot of people asking for this, right? Initially already closed this, yeah, but a lot of people actually asking for this. So we say, okay, why not open it? Because I only teach this once, because a lot of people say, how about next year? Right? So I don't think, I don't like to teach the same course twice. So I'm not sure I'm going to teach this again, but definitely this coming July, I'm going to teach this. So I decided to open again for enrollment. Okay. So, and so this would be the investment price. Some of you asking, right? So this would be USD 497. But since I'm going to share this program only for this time, so I would like to make it even more affordable to all of you here. All right, so this one would be instead of 497, you think about the content or the knowledge you're able to learn, yeah, just for this exchange of this price here, right? So I would say that this is definitely a good deal for me. I'm not sure whether this is a good deal for you, but according to a lot of people, yeah, this is a very good deal. That's why a lot of people already joining us here. So now, this is a limited intake because I closed this enrollment before, but we chose to open it again because a lot of people asking. So now, to encourage all of you here further, so today, beside opening for the enrollment, if you actually enroll today, you also get a bonus. Do you want bonus or not? Yeah, do you want a bonus? Yeah, so this is opening for the first 20 slots here. So the bonus here, a free bonus for you is this. A private online training where I'm going to share with you is a webinar where I'm going to share with you how do you read Bazi like a pro. Yeah, this alone will worth 197, but you're going to get this for free as a bonus. And then this bonus program will be conducted after the program, the actual program. All right, so you actually, so it's not inside it, it's after the program. We have another day, we're going to actually conduct this webinar. All right, cool. Wow, so many of you already signing up. Nice, nice. Okay, Jero said better than BTS. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So now, and okay, this is the, so you just for 297, you're going to get this, how to read parser like a pro. And then some of you asking about whether if you cannot make it to the date, right? So yes, you could get a replay. So all the live stream events, we have a replay of 30-day access where you can watch it as many times as needed within the 30 days. Okay. All right. So yeah, and this is for a lifetime, right? The information you learn here. So I would say that, you know, this is the year you're able to learn from, to get all this information. Okay. So now some of you asked about the link, right? So that here is the link, right? And the team also will actually type in the link in the chat box right now. You just click on it and then you're good to go, right? So this is the link to secure yourself here. All right. So if pay attention to the chat box, yeah, so Shinmo already typed the link there. Yeah, just secure yourself. Yeah, take the leap of faith. Yeah, period 9. Yeah, you need to know what is calculative risk. Right? Think about this, right? 297 you're going to spend anyway. Sooner or later going to use up, right? So why not you use on something that your future self will thank you for. Yeah, so therefore, I would encourage you to actually do this. Okay, and then let me give you some perspective here, right? Some of you actually learn about the academic credential. Yeah, for on average, MBA course will cost you around 60,000 to 100,000 US dollar if you want to take the conventional academic certification. But how about entrepreneur course from Chinese metaphysics perspective, right? And then this only costs you like 297. Yeah, so yeah, do you want to grab this or not? Okay, all right, cool. So let me just say this. Let me share with you one thing here. You don't need a great past to have a great future, right? I know some of you, you know, you encountered several failures before, but it doesn't dictate what your future would be, right? So I would say that, you know, decide, yeah, today, yeah, because I'm not going to teach this program again. I don't think so. Right. So therefore, if you want this, there'll be this thing here. So now this is the link. Yeah. So click on the link right now, and then you're going to secure your bonus. And some of you might ask, right? How do I know I'll get the bonus? So as long you're able to make the payment, right? So you assume that you already get a bonus, right? If the bonus already taken, okay. Someone say, is the payment by PayPal only? No, it's not. Right? You can actually make payment by credit card. So I think the team prepared a slide. Okay, it's here. Right? So credit card option, when you click on the link, you will see the step 1. The step 1, all you need to do is just to fill up your name, email, and the thing here, then you go to step 2. And I think this is where the confusion starts, right? You say PayPal or PayPal credit. You just click the PayPal button first, right? Even you want to pay by credit card, you click the PayPal button. And then on the third page, I want you to pay attention to the bottom button here. It says pays with bank account or credit card. Right? Do you see this? Right? I hope this slide here actually make it clear for you. Right? These are the 3 steps. Even you can pay the credit card from this page as well. Are you guys clear on what I shown on the screen? Only 3 steps. Okay. All right. Now you're clear, right? So yeah, I hopefully hope that you were able to benefit from this program here. Yeah, whether you are still working for others, you want to earn additional income, or even if you're a business owner, you want to know how to actually capitalize on this. Yeah, join us. Yeah, on this coming July. So it's roughly a month from now. So I'm not sure when the team will close this enrollment. So, and hopefully if you think that, hey, this is something I want, right? I want to actually thrive in a new world. Yeah, this is the time to do it. Okay, therefore, yeah, do join us. Yeah, support the team as well. Okay, all right, cool. So now, do you guys enjoy the information we shared today? Do you learn a lot? Hopefully you do. All right, okay. Yeah, so, and do you like the PDF file you download just now as well? No? Right, so yeah, so we actually put a lot of effort in all this here. Also, thank you for the team, yeah, to actually preparing for the webinar today. And I would like to thank all of the attendees here because no matter where you are, and then your time is precious as well, but you chose to spend like 2 hours with me here. I truly appreciate that. Okay, and also respect your appetite for learning. Yeah, because I believe that no matter how old we are, we still need to learn in order to become better. All right. Okay. So I think that's all for today. All right. Thank you. And I hope to see you guys again, especially hope to see you in this Awaken Your Entrepreneur Destiny event here. So till then, I wish all of you here have a great health and all the best in whatever you do. I'm Iverson. Keep in touch.